Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, so today I want you to think about something you probably use every single time you fly.
Uh-huh.
That little window shade next to your seat. You pull it down, maybe push it up,
Sure. Pretty basic.
or is it? What if I told you that simple thing is actually part of a huge, surprisingly high-tech global market? Millions and millions of dollars.
It's true.
So our mission today is a deep dive into the aircraft cabin windows, shades, and blinds market. We're going to pull out the key facts, the surprising bits about this, well, often overlooked part of flying.
Exactly. And we're not just talking about, a simple roller blind. This involves developing and installing some really quite sophisticated shading solutions.
Sophisticated how?
Well, recent research like that from Cognitive Market Research really highlights this. These aren't just blinds. They're actually a key part of modern aircraft design and, critically, the whole passenger experience.
Okay, so most people, myself included, probably just think, block the sun. But you're saying there's more. What are these shades really doing for you in the cabin?
Oh, much more. You mentioned blocking the sun, which reduces glare. Obviously, that's important.
Right.
But they're also vital for maintaining a stable cabin temperature. Think about it.
How so?
By controlling how much sunlight and therefore heat gets in, they actually reduce the need for air conditioning.
Ah, okay.
Right.
So less work for the AC system.
Precisely, which means better comfort for you, the passenger, but also less fuel burn for the airline. It's a win-win.
Less fuel burn is huge for airlines.
Massive. And then there's the aesthetic side, too. They contribute to the cabin's look and feel, aligning with the airline's brand.
Right, right. Now, this is where it gets really interesting for me. We're moving beyond just manual shades, aren't we? Towards windows that almost think for themselves.
We absolutely are. This is where the tech really ramps up. Think clever shading systems.
Okay, like what? Is this the end of those, arguments over whether the shade stays up or down on a long flight?
Potentially, yes. We're primarily talking about two main smart technologies, electrochromic and photochromic windows.
Electro what now?
Electrochromic. Basically, you apply a small electric voltage and the window darkens or lightens. Very precise control.
Okay, controllable tint and the other one.
Photochromic. These react automatically to UV light. So the brighter the sun outside, the darker they get, kind of like some sunglasses.
Ah, like transition lenses.
Exactly like that. Both technologies mean the shades can adjust pretty much autonomously or with just a tap on a screen, making things way more seamless and comfortable, less fiddling needed.
That definitely sounds like a step up for comfort. But you mentioned fuel savings earlier and environmental goals. How much of this push is truly green versus just saving money on jet fuel?
That's a really good question. And honestly, it's probably a strong mix of both.
Makes sense.
The aviation industry is genuinely focusing more on energy efficiency and sustainability. There's pressure from regulations, from passengers. But yeah, the fuel savings are a massive motivator. Reducing AC load directly cuts fuel consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. So these smart windows tick both boxes, really.
And it's not just about the window itself, is it? There's integration.
Right. We're seeing these systems link up with the in-flight entertainment or IFE systems. So you could adjust your window shade using the touchscreen or maybe even a mobile app.
Wow. Very personalized.
Especially valued on long-haul flights. And the innovation keeps going. Think lightweight composite materials, better durability, all aimed at efficiency for these next-gen aircraft.
It really is incredible how much tech goes into something we barely notice. So let's zoom out. What does this market actually look like globally? Is it big, growing?
Oh, it's definitely significant. As of this year, 2024, the global market is estimated around $656.6 million US dollars.
650 million. Okay. And growing.
Yep. Projected to grow at a size that's compound annual growth rate of about 5.0% over the next few years. So steady, healthy growth.
And where is this market concentrated? Who's buying and installing these things?
Well, if we break it down regionally, based on 2024 data, North America actually holds the largest share, about 35%.
Why North America? Boeing.
Boeing is a big factor, yes, but also lots of major airlines, very developed aviation infrastructure, and just a strong focus on tech innovation there.
Got it. Who's next?
Asia Pacific is really interesting. It's the fastest growing region, holding around 30% of the market share right now.
Faster growth than North America.
Yes. Think about the aviation boom in places like China and India. More people flying, rising incomes. It's driving huge demand. Plus, there's intense competition there, pushing for cost-effective solutions, too.
Makes sense. And Europe.
Europe holds a substantial slice, too, around 25%. You've got key players like Airbus, of course, and a really strong emphasis on sustainability, driven by those stricter environmental regulations.
Okay, and the rest?
The remaining 10% is the rest of the world, showing steady growth, mainly from regional airlines expanding and general investment in aviation infrastructure.
So a truly global market. And who are the big companies actually making these advanced shades?
There are several key players, but three really stand out in driving innovation. You have Vision Systems. They have maybe 8% of the market share. Known for very sophisticated electrochromic systems, lots of customization, integrating well with IFE. They invest heavily in R&D.
All right, Vision Systems. Who else?
Then there's PPG Aerospace. They hold around 7%. PPG is huge in aerospace materials generally, so they offer lightweight, durable shading solutions and have strong partnerships with aircraft makers.
PPG. Okay. And the third?
Gentex Corporation. They're real pioneers in electrochromic tech, holding about 3% of the specific market. Their focus is really on those smart window systems that adjust automatically to light.
Interesting. So these companies are pushing the tech forward. But we keep coming back to this. Cutting-edge tech sounds expensive. Is cost the main hurdle here?
It absolutely is. That's probably the single biggest constraint holding back even faster market growth.
Just how expensive are we talking?
Well, developing these systems needs huge R&D, investment in electronics, material science, ensuring they survive the harsh environment at 35,000 feet. Then there's manufacturing and installation.
Give me some numbers.
Okay. Retrofitting an existing plane with electrochromic shades. It can range from, say, $10,000 to $20,000 per window.
Per window. Wow.
Yeah. So take a big plane like a Boeing 787 Dreamliner. It has roughly 350 windows.
Okay.
Do the math. You could be looking at over $7 million just for the window shades.
$7 million. Okay, I see the problem.
Exactly. For budget airlines or any carrier operating on tight margins, that's a massive barrier. They might just stick with traditional, cheaper shades.
So if the upfront cost is that high, how does the market still grow at 5%? How do airlines justify this?
Great question. This is where future developments, particularly around maintenance, become really important.
Maintenance. How does that help?
Think AI-powered predictive maintenance. This is seen as a major future driver.
AI for window shades.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Seriously, imagine using AI and machine learning algorithms fed by data from sensors on the windows, temperature, humidity, stress, how often they're used.
Okay.
The AI analyzes all this data to predict potential problems before they happen. It optimizes maintenance schedules.
So avoiding failures and costly emergency repairs.
Exactly. The benefits are huge. Better safety, lower operational costs because you fix things proactively, longer lifespan for the shades, and crucially, preventing unscheduled downtime for the aircraft. That's a killer for airlines.
Are there any stats on how effective this predictive maintenance is already?
Yes, actually. In 2023, predictive maintenance tech across aviation contributed to something like a 15% reduction in unscheduled maintenance events.
15%. That's significant.
It resulted in cost savings estimated up to $1.5 billion across the whole global industry, and that figure is expected to grow. So that saving helps justify investing in the smart tech up front. It's about the long-term value.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So we've covered the tech, the market, the cost, the future. Let's wrap this up. What's the final takeaway? The big picture outlook.
Right. So synthesizing all this, the market for aircraft window shades and blinds is definitely set for substantial growth.
Driven by
Primarily increasing passenger demand for better comfort and convenience, plus the adoption of things like AI predictive maintenance, making the tech more viable long-term, and just continued technological advances.
more smart windows coming.
Definitely. Expect rapid evolution, more integration of advanced aesthetics and functions. Right now, those electrochromic and photochromic systems make up maybe 15% of the market share.
Only 15%.
Around that, yeah. But that percentage is expected to climb significantly. The big if, though, is cost.
Still the main challenge.
Absolutely. Addressing those high costs through more innovation, economies of scale. That's key to unlocking the market's full potential.
And the overall outlook.
Consistent growth, lots of potential for expansion, and we really expect to see these smart shading systems become much more common, maybe even pervasive by around 2029, ultimately leading to more efficient airlines and hopefully a better flight experience for all of us.
So next time you fly, maybe take a closer look at that window shade. Imagine boarding a flight in, say, 2029, where that window isn't just a window anymore. It's an intelligent, self-adjusting portal, quietly making your journey more comfortable and helping the planet. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple parts of travel are about to get a whole lot smarter? Something to think about until our next deep dive.